Well, we are back. And what are we doing today? I'm still not happy with this compressor. So we're back to this. Roll the credits. Welcome to the man cave. Let the games begin. So folks, as you can see, we have took the engine back off. I was not happy with this whole base plate arrangement. In the video, it seemed like the engine was swaying backwards and forwards. It was really weird because when you watch this thing live, you didn't see none of that. The engine appears rock steady. Whether that's anything to do with camera frame rates or some fine thing or other, I do not know. But I do know that all this rocking backwards and forwards, you can't see that when you watch it live. It don't appear to be doing that. But on video, it seems like this plate is flexing. The engine's moving. So what we're going to do is scrap the base plate and try and put this engine direct on here. We might have to extend out the back a bit, but I think that's the way I'm going to go now. Get that bolted down directly. So let me get this base plate off and then we'll have a bit of a play. Right, there we go, base plate off. So we need to mark where our engine needs to go on here now, so I can get the front holes slotted out. I think we've got to do a hole somewhere along this side, and I don't know where this side's going to come, if at all. But we'll see, because we've got these holes in here already, which is annoying. So let me move you guys around here so we can get you around the end, and we'll get this engine lifted on, and hopefully our holes don't snag up with these ones, because we need to put fresh holes on. Alright, let's get him on. Oh, heavy little sod. Right, there we go. Let's get our belts on. Right, there's our engine on with our belts. So them belts look about lined up. So this is where our engine need to be. Yeah, we need to be somewhere here. So I think we need to mark. Right, we're definitely going to get away with a slotted hole here, but I have a feeling the slotted hole we need this side is going to snag up with almost already there. And I think from memory that's half the reason that I used an adapter plate in the first place. Because if you look, you can see the remnants of a slotted hole in there. Unless that's the right width, we can just extend it out a bit. But we will have a look. So I need to mark where these holes go, and then we can get some, get something drew out to where we need to be. Let's get you around there so I don't block off the camera. So I'm going to mark centre of hole with my paint marker. So we're centre hole there, and centre hole there, centre hole there, and centre hole. Oh, hang on, let me come round this side. And centre hole here. So now we've got our marks on. Centre to centre, that's about right. We get our engine off again. The back holes, because they hang over the edge, I can put them on afterwards. I'm not at all worried about the state of them back holes. It's these front ones I'm just trying to work my way about. Right, luckily, look where my little daughter's come. Yeah, we have a dot here for centre hole, which is this one. So I think we can utilise this hole. All we've got to do is extend it forward a little bit, grind him out a little. And this one, I need to put another hole, a slotted hole beside this one. So let's see how we can get on with this and get him marked out. There we go, the centre of our hole is here. That's where our engine stud need to be. So I think we need to drill a hole somewhere forward of this, probably here. And then that'll give us a bit of wiggle room so we can get things, you know, lined up so we're not bang on the money. But this one I do think will line up with the engine if we extend it forward a little. Which is good. Which is very good. Or I have these 1120 belts, or I have some 1160 belts. I hadn't thought of using them. So I do have some belts what are a little bit longer. So I found some longer belts, which might work to our advantage, they might not. Let's see how this one will fit, because these belts are about 4 centimetres longer. Now whether that'll give us a little bit more room, I don't know. We shall have to see, won't we? Oh, it does, look. Come round here, look. That slotted hole now lines up with that. Where are we? There we go. Our slotted hole. Let's just check if we can get a bolt through. It looks like we might get away with this. Can we get a bolt in there? Come on. Well, look at that. We can. That line up with that slotted hole. So what we really need is just one slotted hole now, the other side. So, yep, centre mark of our hole is right. So if I use these slightly longer belts, we can use that slotted hole what's there, so we've only got to cut one. Oh no! Now then, let's just dust everything off and then we'll put our engine on and see how that fits. And hopefully these holes will be lined up right. Look at that. Let's get our belts on. Most important, we get our belts on. Right. There we go, our belts are on. And I think our slotted holes are lined up. So really we can be getting the front of this engine bolted on, and then we can just add some little extenders out of the back of it. Let's get our penny washer on. We have penny washer on. Look at that. Put a normal washer on. Put our nylock on. Way too sloppy. So we need to shunt that engine that away. A bit more on it though. Yes. What can we use? Alright, let's get that bottom one done up a bit more. Right, that's pretty much tensioned and on. So our Petter diesel, go on, our belts are tight now. There you go. That was one thing I was struggling to do, was get the belts tight. But there you go, what do you reckon? Guys and gals, we need to put a little extension on the back there. But don't she look better? I must admit that does look a lot better without a base plate. A lot better indeed. Right. There we go. We can call this video about done. I'll come back and show you how I've done the back end when I've figured that out. And yeah, that's basically it. Our compressor, I think, is how it's going to be left now. Apart from supporting the back of that engine, I think we're actually going to leave it bolted directly to the compressor. That seems a lot stronger. And quick recap. I've made a bracket out of nice, this is nice thick stuff. 1/4 inch, I think, see some heavy stuff. Now then, we slide him in. I did think of welding it on, but I think you're only going to be relying on your weld. So what about, that's gone underneath. There you go. And we do them up and that'll like clamp it, if that makes sense. That's gone underneath, so if we do that up, that should clamp that engine down at the back. What do you reckon to that for an idea? Shall we try it? There we go. She's tighter. There we have it. That engine is clamped onto the plate. See what I done there? Gone underneath. Because if you just welded it, butt welded it, you wouldn't have much strength. I think, yeah, that would just sort of flex and bend up. But having it actually underneath and clamping it, I think that's a lot stronger. This is our Petter diesel compressor. Finally finished. Belt alignment is perfect. Nice and tight. I've never managed to get them belts that tight. You don't want them too tight, you'll knock bearings out, but they are brand new belts, so they're probably going to stretch a little bit anyhow. But there we go. She's all done. Thankfully. Right, that's it. I'm going to go, and I will see you guys next time. Don't that look better? I even cut a little radius on there so we didn't have a square edge look. Marvellous. Right, ta-da, bye-bye for now. Ha-ha. Right, let's see if this puppy will start. Hair's open. Come on. See it away. Come on and off when I pull that unloader valve. Load. New load. Them unloader valves work an absolute treat. Carrying them unloader valves work. Just proves them cylinders are switching off just as they should. No reason to have it on, I was just checking my work. Look how tight them belts are running. Lovely. Right. Get him. There we go. You can hear them unloaders when I lift this. Yeah, that's these unloader valves clicking on and off. Perfect. I have noticed if I want to start this now, I'd have to get someone to hold them up, because I don't start under load. There's too much load on it, you can't pull it hard enough. But, oh, over the moon. And do you think our new adaption's better? I mean, that engine is drum tight on there now. Isn't coming off. And we've got all the adjustment we can ever need. And the belts have stayed true. The writing stayed lined up. So obviously we ain't got a slipping belt or they'd be off kilter. This is perfect. Right, we've got to do an engine service on this thing at some point. Because I ain't been changed for, I don't know. I think Dad found an invoice the other day when this engine was rebuilt. I think that was 1994. And he said he ain't changed oil in it since he had it rebuilt in 1994. So I think she's due an oil and filter change. Got the filter? Oh, when I get to it, we'll get some oil out of it. Right, bye-bye for now. This is definitely it.